holy shit, the Confederates actually have a secret weapon that sort of worked. I mean, it worked in that it did sink a U.S. boat, but then it also promptly killed everybody in the sub themselves. So, meh. Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. My name is Lieutenant Tommy. With me as always is Prospector Johnny. And Johnny, war's still not over, but it's a short week, so we can plow through it. And some fun things happen. It's not...
Oh, fun? War fun, not real fun, not actually fun.
Yeah,
because people end up dying.
Yeah.
Right? And so fun's the wrong word.
Fun's the wrong word. Anyways. Okay. Week's going to open up on the 12th with Sherman and Smith continuing their way across Mississippi with minor resistance, at least not effective resistance. They got some cav guys trying to do their thing, but they pushed them out of the way pretty quickly.
Bunch of folks tucking tail.
There are daily skirmishes, but again, relatively easy progress is being made through Mississippi. As Sherman draws closer to the meridian, skirmishes intensify between Chunky Creek, Chunky Creek,
good name,
and the city Wyatt on the 13th. Johnny.
So basically, they're compressing the Confederate soldiers, and eventually they're like, well, we're running out of places to go.
We're running out of places to go. Yeah.
Push back a little harder.
That goal of getting to the meridian and taking over the meridian, Johnny, it's met on the 14th. With Confederate forces.
Happy Valentine's Day. Let's go.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. With Confederate forces underneath Polk continuing to run away, the meridian is under control of Sherman.
Sherman got his little sweetheart. That's great.
Yep. Sherman has been ordered all rail lines, depots, storehouses, arsenals, hospitals, offices, and hotels to be destroyed, which...
Oh, shit.
All the way down. Everywhere he's marched. All the way down through here.
Taken over under our control, not under just...
No, destroyed. Destroy them.
Just
get rid of them.
All y'all. And Sherman's done with it. I feel like Sherman's
done with it. Yeah, he's getting over this.
He's tired. He's like, you know what? We've been at this for a while. Just burn everything to the ground.
Up to this point, his expedition in through Mississippi has destroyed 115 miles of rail, 61 bridges, and has captured 21 locomotives / destroyed them. All valuable war materials that rebels cannot replace. You can't replace the rail lines. They don't have the iron to replace the rail lines. In fact, that's a story for which we did have a special on the rails. Go watch that. But that's a story that doesn't get talked about often. There's not enough iron in the Confederacy, so the rails that do exist that get destroyed can't be replaced, or even just general maintenance. The rail lines in the South are shit, and now they're gone.
They started out as a problem because none of them are unified in their sizing.
Yes.
They need all the iron for guns, ammo,
cannons,
things of that nature. Yeah. And even if they had the supplies to replace it, 117 miles or whatever, what was it?
115 miles, yeah. 61 bridges, 115 miles, 20 trains.
The time to replace that, the
trains. That's not like train cars. That's the engines. That's the thing. Gone.
Yeah, the pulling chugga is no longer under your possession because it's gone. And those don't get built quickly, easily, or cheaply. I don't believe.
Nope. Durrani, also in order with all this good news for Sherman and Mississippi down in Florida, Gainesville has now been captured and in Union control. Part of the whole federal Florida expeditions that are going on. Some more good news
Florida.
There. Basically, the Union's kind of in mop-up mode, or at least it kind of sort of seems like we're in mop-up mode at this point, because it's...
people are tucking tail and running. We are destroying all their things, and then... you know what sucks, though? So eventually this war is going to end. It's looking like the North's going to win. We're going to have to replace all this shit. It's on us.
Yeah, it is on us. We are going to have to rebuild it.
All those hotels and shit, you want to maybe build it? We need some support here. Like, we are creating just... God, we're fourth wall. We're
Job security.
Spider-Man destroying the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're doing it,
heroes
but then
destroying
we're
cities.
also going to have to
We saved New York City. Half of it's in rubble.
Holy shit. Like,
what we're doing.
You didn't save anything. You caused $1.8 trillion in damage.
Yep. That's what we're doing.
All right. Well, but you got to end the war first in order to replace this stuff, so might as well destroy it.
With the success in Gainesville, Florida on the 15th, another Florida expedition has been ordered from Fernandina to Woodstock. On the 16th, you're going to see Trader President Davis asking Congress for any ideas on how to remedy the supplies of food and other war materials to his army because they don't have anything.
So, all right. So, are they not able to hunt?
Johnny, there's only so much hunting can do. Like in a organized society, I mean, you can go and hunt, sure, but like.
All right, tell that to the 10,000 years of human existence where we were hunter-gatherers, Tommy.
Yeah, but that was like a band of like a handful of people, not a band of like, an army of 1 million. There's a bit.
I did not realize that the Confederate had 1 million.
Oh, no. Their army's like 500,000.
That's insane.
Ours is like 2 million.
That's insanity.
Their army's like 500,000.
Raid a farm and bring a bunch of sheep with you. Like, what?
Well, they're already taking half of everything from the Confederacy civilian population.
Right.
So
they are doing that. So all right, so
surrender.
My ideas would
because
be useless.
Your war is futile.
I get it. Like they've already tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could also do that.
Surrender.
Yeah, they could do that whole. Let's be accepted back into the Union, and then we can maybe take advantage of the fact that they did more than just 1 or 2 major crop exports, neither of which were edible. Or I don't know. It's a lush ground. Grow some oranges.
Georgia. I heard it's great for
peaches.
Millions of peaches. Peaches are me.
Damn
it, Johnny, we're off track.
Johnny. What is that?
Back on track.
That ditty.
It was a good ditty. Johnny the Confederate's secret submarine that we've talked about a couple times where they kept sinking it in their test runs. Well, apparently they got it working enough that they did.
It's not sinking. That's great.
Sink at 8:45 p.m.
Oh, shit.
On the 17th, they are going to sink the USS Housatonic. Luckily, all but 5 of the crew are able to get onto lifeboats and survive.
Okay.
Good news for us, the submarine sinks, killing its crew. Again for the 3rd time.
So how many were on?
8.
8. So in order to kill 5 of ours and sink 1 ship,
sink a boat. They had to sink a boat and kill 8.
They had to sink
that boat
the Hunley 2 times during trials, and then 1 more time, and then also lose the entire crew.
Twice, and then half,
which was
5
fewer
of the
than
8 members the time before. Yeah.
And the fewer and so okay. So that's all right. Well,
math's not mathing, is it?
Hang your hats on that, Confederacy. That's about the only good thing you've done in the last month.
First successful sinking of a vessel by a submarine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll come up with a term for getting into a vessel, crashing it into something else, and then dying. While hopefully taking out that vessel. We'll get around to it. I don't know.
Come up with a term
like 60 years.
Also, on the 17th, Confederate Congress is going to suspend habeas corpus until at least August 2nd. Because their people aren't happy, and their only way to solve their people not being happy is to arrest them without due process of law. So, yeah. A lot of suspension of civil rights going on in this war on both sides.
I mean, it seems like the government doesn't know how to do a war and also allow people to have rights.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like we know how to do that. Because
they're like, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do war. And if you say it's bad or you don't like it, we're going to murder you or arrest you. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
You're allowed. Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. This is America.
It was at some point.
And we have certain freedoms, one of which is speech. Speech. Well, I think you're allowed to not like things without, I don't know, risk of going to jail.
Not in this war.
Like,
And Johnny,
that's insane. Like, how does it? No civilians are supporting it at this point, right? This is all literally just high-level politicians being dickheads with common folks' lives who don't want anything to do with this crap.
Yeah,
this is
pretty
stupid.
much. And Johnny, the week's going to end on the 18th with Lincoln allowing trade to resume in the Union-controlled city of Brownsville, Texas, as there's, another port open up, trade internationally. Although no military materials of military value are able to be traded, so no guns, no ammunition, no.
All right, so we're just allowing them
trade.
Well, whatever, they can exist. They can do their thing and trade and do all that.
Yeah, you want T-shirts? We can trade T-shirts. That's kind of what they're resuming, allowing to happen.
Okay, that's fine, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. If you enjoy Civil War in Hindsight, check out Historic Hindsight. We got shorts where I make fun of guns. We got shorts where I tell you a 1-minute clip of history. We got long-form videos where we talk about the pig wars and how that contributed to Pickett being a person that should be remembered besides his charge. And if you want to support us, we got merchandise. We got some stickers and some T-shirts and a couple of hats and a mug that says we're terribly presented.